I've been looking forward to this show. I look forward to all the shows here at HobbyMaker, to be fair, but I haven't seen Kellyanne for a long time.
No, I know, it's been a while, yeah.
Ships that passed in the night,
we haven't seemed to have, bumped into each other.
Hey, Kelly comes to us once a month. This is what I love about HobbyMaker is, we have the big companies like Hunky Dory, Crafter's Companion, that sort of thing, but we also have really small family-run businesses, sometimes a one-man band business, and that's what you are.
Yeah.
You do everything.
I do absolutely everything. And everything is picked and packed on my dining room table.
And that's what's so refreshing. So you get to meet everyone behind the collections, whether they be big corporations, whether they be individual passionate businesses that people have grown from virtually nothing. And this is your hobby, but also your passion,
it is. So I absolutely love crafting, as you guys who have been with me like all this time know. And when I kind of stumbled into this realm of creating and not actually guesting for someone else, for doing it for myself, my kind of goal was always to bring something that was a little bit different and something that was affordable and accessible for all crafters, because I want you to be able to enjoy and make and do as much, just enjoy the whole process, because that's why we do it.
Absolutely. Now, Kellyanne has brought us the theme of birds. Now, that as a card maker is going to be a popular theme for your customers or for your family and friends. I mean, lots of people at the moment are really invested in looking out for birds in their garden. There's the RSPB thing every year where people write down what they see in their garden, checking on what birds we've got in our gardens, how prevalent they are, that sort of thing. So this is going to be a really popular theme. And it's the theme of stamps and dies that will cut out what the stamps have stamped. And I've got boards here, and Kellyanne's very nicely and kindly put them on there. And, the
nice
robin, we had a little robin visit our garden yesterday afternoon. It was really sweet, and it stayed there all afternoon, kept popping backwards and forwards.
They're very territorial. They really are. Yeah. Robins really are, and they if they get food in a certain garden, they keep coming back.
What does they say? When robins appear, friends are near.
Yeah.
I believe that. I really do. But look at this artwork. It's very sketchy, and I love that. It doesn't look like a stereotypical stamp.
No, and that's what I kind of wanted to go for this collection. And a lot of the work that I do, I kind of want to make it almost like you could have drawn it, or it doesn't. You wouldn't know straight away that it was a stamp.
And I know you've done the artwork for the flowers that support the actual characters. So that's the first one. Robin, the dies and the stamps match. The cardinal, which of course is the USA's kind of robin, isn't it? Really?
It is, yeah. And because robin and cardinals have the same kind of meanings when it comes to Christmas, when it comes to thinking of loved ones. That's why they're very versatile birds.
And is that
in a collection?
Mistletoe there?
No, just the branch.
Okay, cool.
But it could be.
It could be. You could make those little buds white, and that would look like mistletoe.
100%.
Okay, so that's the cardinal. Then we've got the sparrow. Look at him. So rustic and rural, absolutely love it. And again, more foliage there that's been drawn by Kellyanne herself. The actual images of the birds are under license, which means that you can make and sell no problem whatsoever.
Yep.
But Kellyanne has sourced the material, sourced the artwork, and then she's drawn the actual foliage to back up the main character. Then you've got the blue tip.
Isn't he
a countrywide favourite?
He is. And the nice thing about a lot of these birds is, depending what colours you use to colour them, you can really play with what type of bird they might be. But I absolutely love blue tips. They're my favourite.
You're also going to get these sentiments. And this looks like the old Dymo machines, tape machines.
Yeah.
Love you, big hugs, thank you. They're stamps, obviously. Celebrate, just a note, missing you, get well soon, happy birthday, thinking of you. For you, hello, smile, hugs and kisses, and hi. And just to show you some finished cards, look at these. This gives you an idea of the sort of thing that you can create. I mean, I don't know a single soul that does not adore the robin. I think it's the nation's favourite bird.
I think you're right. It is, and they can be used for so many different occasions. It's not just Christmas. It's not just thinking of you. I mean, everybody loves a robin.
It doesn't look like a stamped image. It looks like an illustration. It looks like something you've drawn yourself. And that price is not the price we're expecting you to pay this evening. Oh, look at this one. We were talking about white on craft card earlier on. Love that.
Yeah.
For tonight's show, we can let you have the whole collection for $63.96. Do you know what that means? It means you're not paying for the sentiments. If you go for the collection, Kellyanne is giving you the sentiments absolutely free. It will be on split pay as well, because it's over £50. So $63.96. QHOCO2 is your item number. It's on 2 split payments of £31.98. But look at the characters you've got. Look at the images that you can create, the colouring in. What's your favourite way of colouring in your stamps?
Do you know what? It's a real mix. I do love using my alcohol markers. What I have leaned to more so with this collection is actually using my watercolour pencils.
Okay.
I've really enjoyed using watercolour pencils with this collection,
We
or
had
my
some of those
watercolour
on
palette.
in the Hunky Dory show.
Oh,
earlier
did
on,
you?
yeah.
Oh, amazing.
So if you bought the watercolour pencils that we did with Craig and myself in the 5 o'clock show, treat yourself to these stamps because they lend themselves to obviously all types of colouring, but in particular watercolouring beautifully. I love the fact that they're a little bit different to other stamps that I've seen. It makes it look and feel like maybe you've sketched it.
Yeah. And that's the idea, is I want you to feel like you could have sketched this, you could put this into a frame, you could use this as artwork. We've got a really lovely sample, which we'll show you later, which is behind me, which Jane, my sample maker, made.
Oh, wow.
And how fabulous is that? And that's just using the white images of the birds.
Yeah.
And actually just doing a stenciled background on the background with
So
the
you can really
bold
go
colour.
as far or as not, as much as you want to.
You can really go mixed media with this, or you can really go more realism.
Okay. Now, let's go through them individually for you, because I also want to show you the packaging and show you exactly what you're going to get, because there obviously is a stamp detail on the front of the packaging. And if I flip it over, look at the dies you've got as well. So there's a lot for your money. Now, this one is the Sparrow. And there's a lot of metal and a lot of stamp for your money. But if you just want one of them, £15.99 will get you the stamps and dies to match. That one is the Sparrow option. We've then got the next one.
Blue tip?
Wait, that's the Cardinal. Next
Oh,
one.
no, sorry.
That's all right. There's your Cardinal. So there's your stamp set. And there is your die set as well. Cardinal's on its own. It's TCOCO4. And it's £15.99 if you want the Cardinal. But to get the stamps and the dies together, I remember it wouldn't have been so long ago that the dies themselves would have been more than £15.
Yeah, no, I as I've said before, so with everything I bring, every collection funds the next one, so I can continue doing this. I don't do this to make a fortune.
You're not going to be a millionaire.
No, I'm really not. I literally am not. But I try and bring it at the prices that people can pay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a passion of yours, and you're kind of spreading the word, letting people have a really affordable hobby.
Yeah.
At the same time, making fantastic cards, wall art maybe.
Yes.
You want to make them into wall art?
Yeah, and the thing is with all my products, I'm happy for you to make and sell as much for yourself, charity or profit. It's up to you. I'm happy for you to do that. If the only thing I ask is if somebody asks where you got your image from or the stamp from, you just say, mention me. That's all.
That's all.
Yeah.
I think we can do that, absolutely. Yeah. Now, the next one is, I predict this to be the most popular so far, the Robin on its own. It is the most popular, I'm not surprised. Again, Kellyanne has drawn the florals. The Robin is under license, but that's fine. All of that's been sorted so you can make and sell. But there are your dies, not only for the Robin, but also for the beautiful flowers as well. It's only £15.99 to get the Robin. And imagine, I know we're not, we're a month away from launching Christmas. We do it in June here, don't we, every year. But imagine having what looks like to be a hand-sketched image of a Robin on your Christmas cards for this year.
Yeah. And I know a lot of crafters will already have like Merry Christmas and Christmas style sentiments that this would work really well with, as well as the Cardinal. So, I mean, it's such a versatile stamp for so many reasons, and especially like the Robin.
I mean, the price is absolutely superb, and the quality is superb as well. So that is the third one. Next one is your blue tits. And bear in mind, the actual stamp has got that black image printed on it. So at a glance, you're not looking at a clear stamp, not trying to work out what it is and what it looks like. So there's the blue tit, another firm favourite in our gardens.
He's probably my favourite.
Yeah, and they're so cute. They're so cute. And again, the florals stand alone. They work with the bird beautifully, but they also stand alone really well as well. And again, look, there's your metal to cut out exactly the shape of what you've stamped. One more, and that is your sentiments. And you're going to get this free. If you buy the bundle, you're going to get this free, but you can buy it on its own if you want to. And again, it gives you that effect of like the Dymo squeezy machines that we used to have. I don't know if they still make those or not. But
I think they still do.
They do. Okay.
Yeah.
But you've got, again, all the kind of traditional sentiments there included in that really iconic font. £10.99 on its own, but if you buy the bundle, you are going to get all 4 of those birds, and you're going to get the sentiments free. So that's a free gift from Kelly. If you buy all 4 birds with the dies, you get the sentiment stamps absolutely free. £63.96 is your price, but you don't have to pay it in full if you don't want to. You can give us just half of it today. Kellyanne, as soon as she gets the orders, will send them out straight away to you, and then you automatically pay the final payment in 4 weeks' time. So that will be the 10th of June.
Nice.
No, it's not. It's QHOC02. QHOC02 is your collection. I mean, very often, you know, if you bought separate dies and separate stamps, I mean, it's all in one packet together, so you can keep them together if you want to.
Yeah.
I don't know what your storage solution is at home and how you store your dies and stamps, but I would probably be tempted to keep them together.
Yes, yeah. I will be bringing next month a storage solution for that problem.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah. So
Cool.
Watch this space.
Okay, so we've got other things in the show that we'll get to a bit later on, but if you want to get hold of the stamps and the dies together, $63.96 are on 2-way split pay, just over £31 to penny today. Okay, first demo.
Fabulous.
All right.
Fabulous, yes, of course. So we're going to go straight to my card journaling book. If you've not heard of this before, this is the way that I keep a record of everything I make. So then if I ever want to go back, I can then recreate it. These books are available on the show in the 2 different cover options that we have. Mm-hmm. So we have the white wood and we have the watercolour, and I'm sure we'll look at those in a second. But so the way that my book works is I'm going to open it up. I've got a little note to myself to say book 4, so I'm on my 4th book, and I want to go to page 8, and I've just written page numbers in the corner because that's just the way I work. Okay. So when I decided to do my demonstration for this, I was like, okay, I want to do this background, but I'm going to change up the bird. So for this one, we're going to use the robin, but we're going to go for this background.
How often have you made a card, you've not maybe noted down what ink pads you used, what colours you used, what pencils or pens you used, you post it out to someone as a gift, and they think, I want to recreate that card again, and you can't remember what you used. That's why the logs and the journals are such a good idea.
And that's exactly why I created them, for that very reason, because I've got a brain like a sieve.
Me too.
An absolute sieve.
We've got 2 to choose between. We've got the only difference between them is the cover, that's all. They're exactly the same content inside, so you've got plenty of room to put your finished card or a picture of your finished card there, and then all the space to actually log what you've used to get that finished result. And you get plenty of pages in there as well.
So there's there's space for 30 projects.
Okay, so that's the one that's on the screen at the moment, I believe. So that's the card journaling Log It. It's VHOC23, only £8.99. That's a really clever idea. I don't know anyone that does that, actually.
No, no one does. No, I came up with this concept about 3 years ago, and that's how the stamp brand launched, because I was like, I can't go to TV with just a book. I need something to put in it. So there we go.
Whatever you make, take a picture of it with your phone, print it off, put it in there. You've then always got that visual aid to see exactly how you did that picture in the first place. Because if your memory is like Kelly's and mine, you need something like this. Now, the other one that's available has got a slightly different cover to it. This is the one that always sells out first, evidently. The other one's got like a log or a slice of wood on the front cover. This one's got watercolour on the front of it, so slightly more lively. And we've got this in stock as well. This is also going to be the same price. It's exactly the same inside, just a different cover to it. And that is also £8.99. It's limited stock on this one, though. If you want it, be quick. That's going to not be around for too much longer. ULOC 91. Lorna in Fivesin, Tina, Janet in Bedfordshire's coming through as well. What you make, log it in the book. It doesn't have to be a card. It could be wall art. It could be anything.
Oh, it could be a sewing project. I mean, literally, it could be your mixed media journal that you work in. Take a photo with your phone, print it out, and then keep a copy of what you've used in your mixed media journal.
It's a great idea. Lots of you coming through for that one. ULOC 91. Single figure stock on this one. When that goes, though, we have got more stock of the one that's got the wood on the front of it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's exactly the same, just different cover.
Yeah, I mean, I will probably release more covers at some point when I get round to designing them, but I just like a choice. Like, your notebook, every year you get a new notebook and it's always got a different cover on it. 4
left of that one.
Oh,
4 left, that's it.
Gosh.
And then we'll only have the panel of the wood, okay?
Oh.
Okay, this one we've got more stock of, but when that other one sells out in a second or so, it's still quite a low stock on this one as well, but £8.99 gets that one, which is VHOC 23.
They do go pretty quick, and I didn't have a huge amount left over from my last show.
Okay.
So I will be ordering more at some point soon. Okay, so to the project. So with the background of this card, what I have done is I've gone straight in with old paper. So ink straight all over. So I've done that step already because you don't need to see me blending for 5 minutes all over. So that is what I've done for this section. I've gone all over with the that particular colour. So the can't do me words today. The old paper. So now I'm going to bring in one of my stencils. So this is from stencil pack 3, 4 and 5. This is stencil number 5.
Now, you've done a really special price on this for us today.
I have, yeah. So it is £8 today, which is a bargain because you're getting 3 stencils in this pack, 3 totally different images to use on your projects.
These are the 3 you're going to get. I've got them here on the panel. £8 gets you all 3 of these stencils. So you've basically got that stripy background, horizontal and vertical. You've then got the brickwork, and you've then got your letters of the alphabet, uppercase and lowercase, and pound signs, hashtags, dollar signs. It's £2.66 per stencil.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Brilliant,
I know.
though.
Yeah. But once again, I want people to be able to buy products to use, to be creative, and I want it to be affordable. That's just the way I am. Now, with all of my stencils, you'll notice that I have hashtag on all of them. So if you're using my journals, then you are able to actually know which stencil you're using. So this one, for instance, is stencil number 5. So I know up in this corner, I've got stencil number 5. It's got the Crafty as a fox logo on it, or name. So you know exactly where it's from. And what one it is, so you can refer back to it in your journal.
Excellent.
So I'm going to then use a vintage photo. So this is a darker brown, and I'm just going to very quickly just add some of that lovely dark brown through the stencil. Now you can see this is one of my most used stencils. Look at the state of
Absolutely.
it.
Well,
I use paint, I use pastes, I use ink, literally. Whatever you want to put through a stencil, you can. It did slightly scoop, but that's my fault. And I'm just going to
quite a good effect, actually. It makes your eyes go a bit.
Yeah. I'm just going to go down this bottom part as well, getting some more of that in. And then I think I'm just going to, like I did in the actual card, I'm going to go around the side of it with my vintage photo, just framing it. But we're going to do that with the black as well, because I love that kind of oldie feel that you get with this kind of style stencil, also with this colour palette, a little bit old and grungy. And it's nice and quick, because you can make tons of bases like this, like your background, very quickly, very easily. And I say it quite often, I quite like quick and easy, because I've got a son. He's 9. He's got more of a social life than me. We're at a different club every single week, like every single day.
It's always the case, though, isn't it? The kids have more social activities.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, obviously, I'm going to encourage that because I want him to be as active as possible. But quite often, I'm like, okay, so we're running out the door again. Something else. But it's good. It is good. Right, so I'm going to bring in...
Is he creative at all, or not?
Not in this kind of way. He is creative, but he has done stamping and stuff before, but not so much. I think, to be fair, he's 9. He wants to play his video games. And,
yeah, fair enough.
You know. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the image out of the Robin set, and like I did with this one, I'm going to stamp it in the corners. So I'm using... This is my visual aid of kind of layout, composition and layout.
Of course, the flowers work well with the birds, but they also stand alone brilliantly well too. So
100%.
They don't have too many flowers.
Yeah, and especially in this really fun, sketchy style. And I'm sure I shall be doing more of these at some point, because I do like them. So what I've done is I'm just matching this picture here. I'm matching it, so I've got here, and then let's get that flower head.
When you're drawing the flowers and things like that, do you use a pencil or do you go fine liner route?
So I actually do it all digitally.
Okay.
I use Illustrator and Photoshop for drawing, because it's to draw something on paper, then to convert it into a file is actually harder.
Right.
Because you've got to scan it in, and quite often when you scan it in, you get like impurities in the image.
Yeah.
So I found it easier to start. I've got it's called a wackadoon or something. I always call it the wrong thing, but it's this drawing. It's like it's this drawing pad thing, and I've got like a stylus pen that goes with it. It's very good.
Oh, okay.
That's how. But the nice thing about it,
I've never used one.
Yeah. So it's one of those. It's very good. So there we go. So we've got our kind of background there. I'm happy with that. Let's move on to our robin. So I'm going to bring my stamping platform in, because we are using watercolour cardstock. Now, with watercolour cardstock, if you're going to stamp onto it, I would always encourage you to use a stamping platform, because of the texture of the paper, you may not get a crisp image every time if you're using a block.
This watercolour card's got like
it's very, very textured.
It is, yeah.
It's very textured. I'm going to use VersaFine, because I find this gives you a nice crisp image. But I may have to ink up twice, just because, like I said, because of the paper, the cardstock, it is sometimes a little bit...
But that's the beauty of a stamping platform.
I love a stamping platform. That's pretty good though, but I am gonna give it one more. And the thing about this particular ink is this is brilliant for watercolouring, but you do have to let it dry. If you watercolour when it's still a little bit moist, it will move. So there's our robin. How fabulous is he?
And there's no mistaking he's a robin. Definitely.
No, I know. He's so fabulous. So I'm just going to pop that one over to one side. I have got one that I did earlier that has dried, because obviously we don't want to wait for it to dry. And I'm going to actually use my watercolour pencils. So I've got those next to me. I actually have a picture of me, Robin, next to me as well, just to remind me. So I'm going to then go straight for, let's move all this stuff out of the way because I've got loads of bits. I'm going to go straight into the red, and with my watercolour pencils, I'm just going to give it a good kind of saturation of colour. It doesn't need to be perfect. I tend to use something called a blender pen. You could use a brush and some water, absolutely. But I tend to use a blender pen when I'm doing stuff like this, which is from, I forget what company. The people that make stays on. Can't think. Yeah, I know. I always get my names mixed up. But they created, with their watercolour pencils and watercolour markers, should I say, they have this fabulous blender pen, which is fabulous.
Is it Tuseco or something?
Yes, it is. But I can never remember what it's called or pronounce it. So I've got my light brown that I've gone first. I've got my red, and then I'm going to come in with some darker brown, she says.
Of course, you can colour it just purely dry like this, or you can, with your water brushes, blend it, brush it out.
We're going to in just a sec. I'm just going to add my colour. So I add all the colour that I want first before I start. So, and his beak.
I'm just thinking, loads of you went for the hunky-dory watercolour pencils in the first show at 5 o'clock.
This will be fabulous with that.
Get these stamps to go along with it.
A bit of green for those leaves.
Can I also just let you know, I've just found out, we were told that we couldn't have any more of the white ink pad that sold out in about 5 minutes.
I wanted one of them.
Anne-Marie has just messaged in and said that we can have a few hundred.
Oh.
In the 8 o'clock show, we've got it back. We didn't think we could get any more, but she messaged in and said, can have a few hundred. So the white ink pad, everybody, will be back in at 8 o'clock with Craig.
Amazing.
Yes.
So
You just found that out.
that's very good. I was watching and I was like, I could do with one of them.
I know, they're good, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you can, of course, use white ink with this. Actually,
Oh, yeah,
one of your
100%.
cards, I think, was...
Yeah, one has been done with white embossing, but obviously you could definitely use the ink.
Well, that's white embossing powder on craft card, but I always think white on craft looks so gorgeous.
It's stunning, isn't it?
So
It
these
really
stamps
is.
would be brilliant.
Amazing. So I am just blending out that colour, and then I can see where, or if I need to add any more. So I'm going to add a little bit more brown, the darker brown, just over the top, and just blend that out. Then I'm just going to clean the end of my pen, and then I'm going to go for the red.
And of course, all the graininess that you sometimes get when you're colouring direct from the pencil just disappears. It becomes...
It does. That's why I love this technique.
Yeah.
I do, because it just kind of smooths it all very naturally, and you get really nice blends. It's probably why it's my kind of go-to. This and my watercolour palettes are my go-to, because actually it makes it really quite quick to colour. And obviously you can spend a long time on it if you really want to, but if I'm honest, I don't always have tons of time to be doing stuff.
No.
You know, I'm busy being a mummy. Right, so I'm really happy with him and the way he looks. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut him out with the die, and then we can just start to assemble the card. Oh,
Michael, our producer, when we had a little chat earlier on before the show, he was saying it got like almost Roald Dahl vibes.
Yeah, he did.
Like the illustrations that you see
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Roald Dahl book.
I love Roald Dahl. Now I'm just going to...
It's not obviously, but it's got that sort of look.
That vibe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's stuck on me, it's stuck on me. Get off. Just going to pop a little bit of tape on there just to hold it in place.
Now, the more you're seeing Kellyanne demonstrating, the more people are coming through for the bundle. Remember, you get you get 5 stamp sets, and you get 4 sets of dies to cut the birds out. And remember, you're going to get the blue tit, the robin, the sparrow, and the cardinal, stamps and dies together. And also the sentiment stamps as well are a freebie, because you get a discount if you buy the bundle, and that's the value of the sentiment stamps. I mean, everyone here's fallen in love with the artwork, fallen in love with that kind of sketchy look to it.
Yeah, yeah. I've got to say,
like you've drawn it.
well, when I left the stamps with Kat and who else? I think it was Julie. I got a message back saying how stunning they thought they were, which was so lovely.
Yeah.
So lovely. Right, so you can see how beautifully he cuts.
I mean, sometimes you can tell that something is a stamp, and then other times you can't. And this is one of those times where you can't tell at all. It looks like you've sketched it yourself.
Sorry, the tape's a little bit tacky. Tacky tape. There we go. Doesn't he look lovely?
He does. And I love the fact you've got a little bit of a white border around the edge too. It's not right up to the actual artwork.
No, well, it's really tricky sometimes to get things right up to the artwork with it then being quite difficult to cut out. Does that make sense? Like, so let's pop him together. Although I haven't done a sentiment yet, but let's just do this first bit. So I'm happy with my background, and we'll pop a little bit of glue on there.
Michael, our producer, has fallen into the classic trap that we do as presenters. The robin is flying at the moment.
Ah!
And you realise what he said when he said it.
Amazing. So I'm doing this on a 5x7 card. Obviously, you work in whatever preference you have. The birds will fit on the smaller cards just about, like a 6x4. But I think the images are about just under 4 inches.
4 inches long.
Yeah. And they're all kind of sized to be very similar to work together, because obviously if you want to use more than one, then you can.
The little robin that was in my garden yesterday was really quite slim. Wasn't quite as full as that. So I don't know whether that means that was a female robin and the fatter one's a male, maybe. I'm not sure.
it could be because they are just about, you know, we're coming into spring, so they're going to start fattening themselves up now. But, you know, they've just had winter, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm going to pop those there. But what I do need to do, I'm going to take those off anyway, and I'm going to get one of the sentiments, because we need to do a sentiment. It's one thing I haven't stamped out yet.
There was a robin. I've told this story before, so sorry if you've heard it before. In the old house we had a few years ago, sadly, one of my best friends passed away, and this robin used to come and sit on the garden furniture and look through the patio door at the news at 6 o'clock every evening.
Oh, wow.
Every evening. Sit there and watch the news at 6.
Oh,
That's
how
weird.
bizarre. Yeah.
That was really quite something.
I bet. And
look at that.
did it make you think?
It did.
Yeah. It's amazing. Right, what sentiment should we go for? We can go for anyone.
Smile?
Smile.
I think robins make us smile.
Yeah, they do. They definitely make me smile. I love a robin.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to just, once again, pop that on. Pop that down there so it's easier just to trim out with my scissors. So I'm trying to do it on that.
And I love the fact that these are a little bit different because you've actually got the letters cut into the stamp. So it's the outline that's giving you the colour, not the actual raised letters.
Yeah, it's almost, it's like the reverse. Yeah. Look at that.
That's so crisp.
Perfect. Right, I'm probably going to get myself covered in ink now because I kind of like just chuck everything to the side of me. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll deal with that in a minute. But I'll just snip that out. And so I didn't bother doing a die for this because you can snip it out with your scissors or you can snip it out with your trimmer. Exactly.
It's not the hardest thing to cut out.
No, and the thing is the more dies I add, the more expensive it has to become.
Yeah.
So trying to keep the costs down for you guys, I was like, I'm sure we can just trim that out.
Love it.
Right, do a snip there and there. We'll just take that bit. Pop a little bit on there. Don't get myself into a mess. Look, my fingers. And then we'll just pop the smile there. But you could be doing all of these cards. You could do every single bird with that same background as a collection of cards for someone.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be quite a nice gift.
And I love your idea of the card journaling, keeping a record of what inks you've used, what paints you've used, what pencils or pens you've used. Because if you do something and you love it and it gets sold or you give it to a friend, if you're like me, 2 months down the line, I might think, I want to do that card again, but for someone else. What did I use? Was that a distress ink? Was it a distress oxide?
Which blue was it?
Exactly, yeah.
That's always mine.
It's a brilliant way of just kind of having your portfolio of what you've made in your journaling book. Have we sold out of the watercolour journal now? That one? I think that one. Oh, there's 2 left of this one. Okay. Every book is the same. You've just basically got space to put your artwork on that side or a copy of your artwork on that side, and then little notes as to what you've used, the cardstock, GSM, type of ink, type of paint, type of pen, all that sort of thing. So we've got 2 left of that one. There's more people want it than we have stock. And then if you want the log, or the kind of wood effect, it's exactly the same inside. Was it 30 pages, did you say?
Yeah, so well, there's space for 30 projects.
30 projects, OK. $8.99 for this one. We've got a bit more of this, but still not massive quantities, OK? Now, let me remind you, if you just switched over, it's just after 7:30, so maybe you were watching something else for half an hour. This is new from Kellyanne and Crafty as a Fox. What you've got here are beautiful stamps and dies. So on the front of the packet, you've got the stamps. On the back of the packet, you've got the dies. So there's the stamps for... That one is the... That was a sparrow. Here we go. That's a sparrow. The dies are on the back. Okay. So the value is incredible. $15.99 each. But if you go for the set, Kellyanne's going to give you basically the sentiment stamps as an absolute free gift. There's the robin. There is your cardinal, which is the American robin. Maybe you've got some American family and friends that you want to send cards to.
My mum is American.
You?
My mum's American.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, OK.
Half my family are out there.
And it's also different. It can be a festive bird that not everyone sees in this country. So, yeah. So that's the cardinal. Then you've got this one, which is your sparrow. And then the last one is the blue tit. So you've got the florals and the foliage as well as the actual birds themselves. And I think this year more than ever, I think we're really more conscious of birds that are around us, birds that are in our environment and in our back gardens, basically. So that set, if you buy all 4 of them, all 4 die and stamp sets, you can get the stamp set of the sentiments at the back there absolutely free of charge. $63.96. There's no dies with these, but there are dies with the images of the flowers and the birds, okay? Because these are straight-sided. There's no need for a die to cut out something straight. You've got your trimmer, your guillotine, or your scissors to do that for you. So that's the complete collection you're going to get, and it's on 2 split pays, which is £31 and a few pence today, and the same in 4 weeks' time. Now, something that we only launched here a couple of weeks ago from Kellyanne are these sentiment stamps. Now, these are really beautiful. They're in different categories, so I'll run through them for you now. So you've got Positive Vibes is this one. Really wonderful artwork and fonts.
Yes. So I really wanted to bring something that, once again, could be used for your home decor, could be used for so many, not just like one thing. And I wanted to give as many different sentiment styles as I could. So that's why we've got the kind of curly whirlies, as I call them, the nice straight ones. And they can go in your card or on your card. So you've got a real kind of mix of what you have in each set.
Do you get dies with these as well?
You do. So each set, do you want me to lay them out for you?
Yeah, if you could. So I'll go through them on the boards, but you do get dies to cut them out as well. So that one is Positive Vibes. If you want them on their own, we'll run through them individually for you. RZOC15 is the bundle though. That's $63.96 for all I'm about to show you, plus the dies as well as the stamps, and it's on 2-way split pay as well. Now this is the Positive Vibes. So if you want Positive Vibes on its own, start the day with a grateful heart is the main stamp. Make today amazing, positive vibes. That's $15.99, and you get the dies and the stamps together. Take time for you, let kindness lead the way of the other stamps in there. But the dies will cut them all out for you perfectly, no kind of fiddly fussy cutting on that one. GYOC09, that's Positive Vibes. Next one is your Good Things Take Time. Do more of what makes you happy. Good things take time, now or never. Stay true to yourself, adventure is calling, and believe in your journey, all positive affirmations.
So for me, this was really something I wanted to use in my journaling, my art journaling, because I just thought that these kind of sentiments are really kind of uplifting and feel good. So when you're doing your art journaling and stuff, sometimes you need those kind of like extra positives just within your artwork, which...
Yeah. And again, if you want it on its own, that's $15.99, but it is in the bigger bundle where you save the most money. Next one, this one is your everyday wishes. So I've got wishing you the happiest day, celebrate every moment, a day full of smiles, sending you love, cheers to you, and you've got this the candle and also, of course, the balloon there as well. And again, dice to cut them all out. $15.99 for that set. Quite a few coming in for that one. Then the next one is, this one is hope. So believe you can, and you're halfway there. That's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's always a reason to smile. Light your own path. Reach for the stars. Never stop believing. There's a few songs in there.
Yeah.
Hope shines brightness in darkness. $15.99. Stamps and dies. And then lastly, we've got thinking of you. Thoughtful moments make life brighter. Thinking of you, pause and reflect. Let your heart guide you. Enjoy the little things. Collect memories, not things. I do both.
Yeah, so do I. So do I. But I know what I should do more of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. $15.99 on its own. If you want to go for the whole set, these only launched a couple of weeks ago. And I'll show you some finished cards with them on as well, because they are lovely. Let's give you a few of these. There we go, look. Reach for the stars. You've got the old-fashioned kind of type font from the typewriters.
One of my absolute favourite fonts to use.
Yeah, it's just something very nostalgic about it.
Yeah. I have an Underwood typewriter, and it's 100 years old.
Yeah.
And I always go for an Underwood type.
Look at that, though. Wishing you the happiest day. And I love the fonts. The font is really bright, uplifting, and different. Don't see that sort of font very often. Thoughtful moments make life brighter. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. I think that's my favourite verse that you've done.
Yeah.
Love that. And that's all you need. That can be the focal point of the card.
Yeah,
You don't need to have anything else apart from a background.
That's it.
Sometimes words are more important than pretty pictures.
Yeah, because that's the message you're trying to convey.
Well, this is only £63.96, and it's on 2 split pays of £31.98. But look, you're going to get all those dies and the stamps to cut them out perfectly. The dies in this case are separately packaged.
They are separately packaged, but they come with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the previous ones with the birds, they're in the same parcel.
Yep.
These, those separate dies, separate stamps. 10% of the stock has already gone. These only launched a couple of weeks ago because you were poorly and had to delay one show.
Yeah, unfortunately, migraine, which I have another one, typically.
RZOC15, nothing worse though, nothing worse. Okay, so Crafty as a Fox is the brand. We could do another demo if that's all right.
Sure, of course.
Okay, don't forget we do have deals on the stencils in the show, which we'll go through before the end of the show.
I thought this next one we'll do very clean, simple and quick.
Okay.
So we're going to use, where's my journal gone? I'm going to go for page 4. So for page 4, I actually did it the first time in gold embossing powder, but actually for this time I'm going to do it in black. Let's keep the card black and white. And the reason being, I went into a very well-known supermarket the other day and saw a very nice black and white card, and they wanted £3.50 for it. I was like, oh, I think...
That's actually quite cheap.
Yeah, I think we can, you know, with what we have, we can create that and not pay £3.50 and have made it ourselves.
I've got one of the big card shops closed down in my town, but near where I live, there's an independent card shop. So I sometimes pop in there to see what's going on. It's really a beautiful shop, actually, but they are so expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
Most of them are like £5, £6.
Yeah.
And there's nothing really special about many of them, you know.
Right, so I've literally got a piece of cardstock, which is stamping card. I'm going to position my sentiment. So this is how you can do some really quick batch making as well, especially if you have a stamping press.
So this one is the blue tit, isn't it?
This is the blue tit.
Yeah.
He's my favourite. Right, I'm happy with that.
My favourite's Robin. Blue tit's second favourite, I reckon.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all lovely though, aren't they?
Oh, they are. It's just, it's funny, isn't it? The other day, me and my son came home from school, literally this week, and there was a blue tit on our fence. I was just like, Theo, that's the birdie Mummy's done in her stamp set. And I couldn't believe it. Of all the times for it to appear, we see robins quite often, but I very rarely see a blue tit where we live because we're so close to the beach. Right, so give that a good squish down. Good squish here. I need to get one of those squishy things. Right, I'm going to check it and then I'm going to re-ink it. That is perfect. I'm going to go in just for an extra layer because I can. Not that I need to. It's just sometimes in the studio lights, your ink pad gets a bit crispy. Right. So at the moment, we've just got this lovely kind of black image. But we are going to take that up to the next level, quite simply. I'll pop that there for a sec. With my scoreboard. So I'm going to bring the scoreboard in. Let's close that up. And we are going to do something just very simple. And we're going to create some score lines.
I don't think there are very many stamps that you can buy that you may want to convert into art on the wall at home. This is certainly a set of stamps you could do that.
This is, yeah.
Without doubt. In a conservatory or sunroom or kitchen, they'd look great on the wall. Any room of the house, really.
What you've got next to you in there is another lovely make from our Jane.
Oh,
she made some beautiful coasters.
Of course, you can stamp onto MDF if you wanted to and colour that in.
Yep.
Oh yeah, aren't they great?
And
have a cup of tea with one of those underneath your mug.
She, when she messaged me, she said, "My husband wants me to make a set myself for us now."
And of course, you could be selling these.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, MDF coasters are not much money at all, but you could sell a set of 4 like that, or maybe a set of 6 for a good few pounds. Make the box you put them in. Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, she's done that beautifully. So what I've done is I've just gone round and I've scored from the back to create that raised area. Can you just see that? That kind of embossed area, just to give it something a little bit extra. Because I think, like, we take for granted, like, just basic embossing. So, right, let's glue that. Let's glue that together.
We have got some more stencils at crazy prices to come before the end of the show, so they're on the way.
We do. We do. Okay. Bit of glue.
Are we saving the white ink pad for the start of the show, or is it on the website now? Do you know? Okay, so if you want the white ink pad before possibly it sells out again in the next show, it is on the website now and stock is there. So
somebody get me one.
Because if it's as busy as it was in the earlier show, it ain't going to be around for long.
Oh, me glue's giving up on me. Me glue's giving up on me. It's so annoying when it does that.
Camera shy.
It is. To be fair, every kind of glue I use, if I use a tape pen, it always runs out on me. If I use glue, it decides not to work. I'm just going to flip it over, give it a wipe, and then pick it back up. Oh no, it didn't stay. There's not enough glue, but that'll do. Right. Is it going to stay? No, it's not.
Do you want me to try and see if I can free it?
It's all right. We've got tape. We got tape, guys. Let me use.
There you go.
Oh, has he done it?
Yeah.
He's only gone and done it.
I have me uses sometimes. Yeah, and I didn't even break it or demolish it. They call me Demolition Dave here.
What have you done to get that name?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it.
They're all giggling in here now.
I'm a floor manager's nightmare.
Ah.
I'm very messy.
There you go.
Michael says, floor manager's nightmare, but a producer's dream. Creep.
How beautiful that is, just in black and white.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it too. But if you want to colour it in, you can.
Oh, of course, 100%.
Absolutely.
That's what's really nice about these images. They work so well as they are, and they work beautifully coloured as well. OK, now the sentiment bundle that we showed you, 30% of that has now gone. The birds you're loving as well, but the sentiment bundle in particular is going very, very quickly at the moment. It's $63.96, and just to show you, because I think the packaging you do is rather lovely as well. So there they all are, look. So they're printed in bold letters, so you're not struggling to read what they say. They're not back to front or anything like that. And of course, then you get your separate dies to go with those sentiments, so you're not struggling to cut those out either. So all of these wonderful affirmation stamps, $63.96, you're getting about a £16 reduction, and it's on two-way split pay as well. But they're very different to other sentiments I've seen. Yes.
I think that's what you need. You've probably already got your best wishes and.
Well, that's why with the everyday wishes, I didn't want to just go for happy birthday, happy birthday.
No.
I wanted to give you something that actually could be used for more celebrations, weddings, graduations. It's not just birthday celebrations, it's all those celebrations we have.
OK, now we have some other stencils. Now, give me the numbers, Michael. 7, 8, 9? 6, 7, 8, sorry. Oh, 18, 19, 20, OK. 18, 19, 20 is the one at the bottom.
Yep.
Of course it would be. There we go. So this is another set of 3 stencils. So here you've got a mixture of letters, tumbling letters and tumbling numbers. And then you've also got a tyre track. That's very good. I like that. That's different.
Yeah, I was going for real. Yeah. It is a tyre track from a bike. I was going for proper mixed media, grungy.
It's really cool. I love it. And it's only £8 for all 3. So it's under £3 a stencil, which is pretty amazing value for money. And they're top quality mylar, so you can emboss with them as well.
You can, yep.
$2.66 each per stencil, £8. I know no one, to my mind and to my knowledge, does stencils anywhere near this sort of price for the size that these are.
No,
they're kind of DL shaped, aren't
they? So they are they're slightly smaller than a DL. They are cut from an A4 stencil. So
right.
They are essentially an A4 stencil, but with the artwork that I create, I split it into 3 so I can try and maximise and get as much out of each A4 sheet that I have.
Shall we do 12, 13 and 14 next? All right. Here's 12, 13 and 14.
This is one of my go-tos all the time. I always use this one.
I love the script. And again, the kind of coffee marks,
Yeah.
coffee cup marks. I mean, what could that be? That could be mosaic, chip
Mosaic tiles. Yeah.
It could also be a cut goal net or something like that.
Yeah.
It could be maybe for tennis net. It could be all sorts. And then in the middle there, you've got these little kind of crosses.
Yeah, it's like, is it corrugated iron, like the print on top?
Yeah. So really handy for all your different backgrounds and different effects. You use texture paste through it, put your inks through it, of course, as well. It's £8, $2.66 per stencil, which is crazy value. UPOC 27. Okay, next one. Let's go 6, 7, 8. Not 5, 6, 7, 8, but 6, 7, 8. Here we go. So these are more kind of animal print?
Yes, yeah. So we've got a snake, we've got what could be a zebra or a tiger, and then we've got our leopard.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So who loves leopard print or animal print?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Everyone at Hunky Dory does.
Yeah,
the whole office, it's their uniform up there.
Yeah.
I don't think Craig wears it, but £8 is your price for all 3. NKOC 29. Lots of you taking advantage of these stencils, and they come beautifully presented like that, so they're really good quality, all wrapped up nicely for you. Now the other one that I've not done yet is 15, 16, 17. Now this is really cool. This is almost like a wire fence that's maybe had a little bit cut out of it.
Yeah.
That's almost like a circuit board.
It is a circuit board.
And then steampunk cogs.
Yeah.
Exactly
that.
Hey.
Exactly that. So the thing about my stencils, I'm just going to hold one up for you so you can see. I'm going to pop it in here. Is they all have this hole in the top, so you can put a ring binder hook in it, so you can keep them all together if you want to. Then also at the very top, you've got the name of the stencil and then what number it is, so then you can keep a log of what one you've used.
Perfect. £8 for all 3. KFOC 81. We've also got Build a Butterfly in the show.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have.
Yeah. Now this is dies, only dies, but is it like a layering die?
It is a layering die or a layering system. So this butterfly was, what's the word I'm looking for, was taken from the images of a mountain blue, which are found in Australia.
Right.
I particularly just really liked the butterfly, how beautiful it was. So I played around with how I could layer it up to get the same look, but then also if I coloured it a different way, I could get our more common butterflies.
Yeah. I'm a massive fan of anything layering, whether it's layering stencils, whether it's layering stamps, or in this case, layering dies. The overall effect is just beautiful. I mean, look at that. That looks so believable and so real.
Yeah.
We've got a clock on the screen. That £17.99 for 3 dies is a steal anyway. It's not going to be that today. Bearing in mind how popular butterflies are, this is going to go quickly. £10. That's an £8 reduction to build and make your own butterflies. Make them multicolours. There's no rules.
Yeah, there's absolutely no rules. And I use it in a lot of the mixed media work I like to do. Like you'll see the paper doll. Like I sized it so I could use it with the paper dolls.
Yeah, perfect.
Because I love all that.
But the size of my hand, you can see the size of the butterfly. That's kind of real life, I would have thought.
Yeah, he is.
And you can obviously lift the wings up if you wanted to do that, make them a little bit more 3D. But because you've got 3 different dies, you've got 3 different layers and 3 different colours of cardstock for £10. I mean, just that in the middle of a card on a 6x6 card is enough.
You've got samples next to you of that particular die, and there are some that are as simple as that, of just using the butterfly as those kind of focal images and just...
You don't have to use all the layers if you don't want to.
Them all. You can just...
30% of the stock is gone, Kellyanne.
Ooh.
I love the rose as the body of the butterfly.
Oh, that's a stamp set I brought out last year. There will be some more soon.
Michael, our producer, that's his favourite.
I really enjoyed making that one as well.
I can tell. But, you know, it's entirely up to you. You can just use 1 layer or you can use all 3 layers. It doesn't really matter. But when you do use the 3 layers, you get that real 3-dimensional finish.
Yeah.
£10, lines have lit up for this one. Busy on the website, busy on the app, busy on the phones. You can order as many as you like, but £8 saved, that's a really good price. Okay, now if everyone checks out, half stock gone. Half stock gone if you check out your baskets, and I know lots of you will be ordering this during the last couple of minutes of the show. The main bundle though, let's quickly remind you of that. You're going to get all 4 birds. So you're going to get the cardinal. There's the cardinal with the dice to cut him out, and also the flowers that Kellyanne drew herself. The birds are under license, but you can make and sell, no problem. But all the foliage and the leaves, Kellyanne's drawn. There's the dies to cut out that one, which is your sparrow.
The Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Then you've got your fantastic robin. Everyone loves a robin. That's been the most popular individually with the dies. They're $15.99 on their own if you want them, but if you buy them as a set, you're going to get the sentiments I'm about to show you free. There's the blue tip, again, with the dies. And they're all sketchy. That's what I love about them. They don't look like stamps when they've been stamped.
No, no. They've got such a lovely finish to them.
And all those verses stamped beautifully, but it's almost like a reverse. It's not raised letters, it's sunken letters into a raised background. So a bit different for you. $63.96 is your price today. It is on split pay, as it's over £50. You only have to pay half of it today and half of it in 4 weeks' time. Kellyanne, when are you back? 4 weeks?
I am in about 4 weeks, yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
Don't forget, if you've missed the show, you can watch it back a bit later. When we come off air at 9 o'clock, you can watch this show back anytime you like on the app or on YouTube. Also, it gets repeated overnight on Sky and YouTube and that as well. So, good to see you.
And you, my love.
See you again soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't leave too long.
I'll try not to.
Okay, I'll see you in a minute then. We've got Craigie here with the last show of the day. It is hunky-dory with the circular toppers, also mirror mats to go with those as well, something a bit different. And we've got the white ink pad back. We didn't think we could, but Anne-Marie's worked her magic. It's going fast, I've just been told. We've got a few hundred, and I'll tell you more about what's left in a few minutes.